You know what, boys, it's simple. It's simple. There are two types of young men in this world. There are those who follow everybody else, who follow the traditional path. It's those who don't think for themselves and those who don't act for themselves. It's those who stay in line all the time and just want to appeal to other people, who want to please other people, who don't have any accountability, who don't have any thoughts of their own. And there are those of us who want to be the best who we possibly can be. There are the people who take the path of least resistance. The path of least resistance is the easy part. It's the part that, you know what, life is laid out like this, and I'm gonna follow it like this because this is how everybody else does it, and I'm okay with that. And you know what? That is okay. If you want to go down the path of least resistance, the path that has the least discomfort, because that's the easiest, then that is the path for you. But then there is the path for the rest of us, the path with the most resistance. And you see, the thing is with the path with the most resistance is that even though it has the most resistance, meaning it's going to be the toughest, it's going to be the most brutal and the most cruel, the most lonely, the most depressing, anxiety-filled task or part in life, that comes with the most fulfillment and reward for later on in life. You know, we can all, I remember when I was much young and I just used to listen to everyone else. It's like I was living on NPC mode, you know, this term NPC, non-player character, where people live their lives, but they're not really in control. When you choose the path of most resistance, then you choose a life that is full of brutality, that is filled with hard work and dedication. A life that most people will not choose because it's difficult. And you know what? It's easy to just stay in line. As a young man, you need to decide. You really need to decide which path you'll choose to go down. Because going against everyone, you know, choosing the path of least resistance, it's difficult. Oh no, that part is easy. The path of least resistance is easy, but choosing the way of masculinity, choosing the path that is hard, where you are doing things that nobody sees, where you're waking up at 5, where you're gymming every day, you're not seeing results, you're tired. On top of that, you still have other responsibilities. You need to appeal to this person, you need to make your parents happy, you feel the need to make everybody around you, you know, like have this feeling that you're normal, you want to stay normal, because going out of conformity is difficult. The biggest motivator, the biggest driving motivator that all of us have is the desire for love. And when we go out of that path, when we go out of the path that doesn't conform to everybody else, we lose that sense of connection. We lose that sense of brotherhood. And ultimately, we lose that love. If you want to do something that goes against the norm, you know, if everybody is doing X and you want to do Y, you're looked at as a black sheep. Everybody is going down the path of least resistance and you want to go through your own path. You're now different from everybody else. Everybody else is working together and now you on your own. So you're excluded from the group. You are not loved. That is how we view things. This is how we view things on the most fundamental, primitive level, primal level, that people just don't understand. But what people also don't understand is that this hive mind mentality of going with the crowd, you know, this staying in conformity compared to doing what you really want to do, going down your own path, is that this is unfulfilling later on and it only gratifies you in the now. This term, instant gratification. You know, when we're all on social media, we all want to go out to clubs. We all want to fit into the group. We all want to say the same things as everybody else and act the same way as everybody else. You know, it's easy because we feel a sense of connection. It's like we're bonded to everybody else through love. But when you do this other part, it feels like you're alone. And naturally that will happen. That'll happen to everybody. It's happened to me and it's happened to many other people. But for those people, for those few of us who choose this path where you go down and everything is dark and it's rainy and it's lonely, this path is the most fulfilling because you sacrifice your comfort now for pleasure in the future. And I know it's cliche, but all these people, even though we don't mind all these people because we don't fall into conformity, the sheep mentality, even though these people look down on us now, in the future it will be the opposite, where we are at this point because we chose the path of most resistance, and the people who chose the easy life, the sheep life, they're looking at us, they're looking at us, and it's like, how did we get there? And once we are at this place, you'll realize that it didn't even matter. Of course it matters now, the opinions of others, so will forever hurt you, it will hit you. But once you get to a point where you're elevated and you're beyond these other people, then you realize nothing matters anymore. And that's difficult. And the only way to do that is to become your biggest ally. Because when you go away from conformity, think about it as holding a rubber band. If you hold the rubber band and everybody is here, they're at this point of the rubber band and you are here, okay? You are moving. And these people will always try to bring you down, and you'll snap back. You'll find your move and you'll snap back. You'll move and you'll snap back. It's like these people it's like they're designed, they're there to keep you within the system, because the system is designed to keep you normal, to keep you within conformity, so you don't go above and beyond to achieve what you want to achieve. But you need to be so mentally tough and in tune with yourself. You need to realize that your mind is your greatest ally, that you move so far beyond that these guys they'll pull all they want, but you'll never snap back. You'll move so far forward, and then bang, you'll snap, and the elastic band will go in the trajectory that you are now, and then it's all momentum from there. That's the work. That's all the work that you do, and then all of a sudden, exponential growth. That's the power of staying consistent and having a positive mind. Having a positive mind all the time, especially when people try to bring you down. And you know what? Your mind won't always be your greatest ally. You'll find that your mind will be your greatest enemy as well, but you can't fight against your mind because your mind will always win. Luke Baumer says, make it so difficult to lose that it's easy to win. Every time you catch your mind saying negative things, try to bring you down, don't condemn it. Instead, work to build a better relationship with it in order to propel you to where you want to be. Your mind is your greatest asset and your greatest ally, and you need to have great love. You need to work in accordance with your mind. That is the power. Once you learn this, we will all reach that level, that elevated level that us top 1%ers wish to be at, because we are both different and we do not follow the conformity of other people. Everything is in here.